after the way the last few weeks have gone for you. How good did this one feel today?
Felt great. Big boys did a great job up front today, opening up some holes, so was able to capitalize.
Khalil, 250 yards rushing the football as a team. Can you just talk about that?
Yeah, last week we took it personally, not being able to run the ball. We came in this week focused on the details and was able to capitalize.
How did you feel personally, Ryan?
I felt good. I felt good. They made it easy for me today, so.
Well, what are you seeing? As you're coming into the game, they struggle against the run. What's the opportunity you guys are seeing, and what's the mindset coming into this one?
Really just focusing on us. When we execute, we're able to do great things. When we're on, we're able to do great things. So really just focusing on the details and focusing on us. We're able to make things happen today. So.
Well, you talked the other day about wanting to see that burst in games. The first run's 13 yards. It's more than you had in either last two games alone. Did it feel like you had momentum kind of right from the very beginning?
Yeah, that's just the guys up front. They made it real easy for me. So, yeah.
Did you feel like you've been missing that burst? Have you not been 100%?
No, it's a long season. You never 100%. But I felt great today. God be the glory. I was able to get back healthy, and so yeah.
You said you took it. You said you took it personally. You guys took it personally last week with the lack of production run-wise. Did you guys have conversations about that this week, and what was it like?
Just as an offensive unit, just talking about what we want to do, and really focusing on the details. That was the biggest thing this week, and everybody helped participate in the run game today. So.
Khalil, can you just talk about starting to pile up some wins here and playing probably your best team football at the end of the season here?
Yeah, definitely. We want to finish this thing out right, finish the season out right, and get these wins. So every phase did a great job today. Defense played good, offense played good, special teams played good. So just trying to play team football and come out with some dubs.
There was some question, after the loss last week, whether the team would have the same juice this week, just because we've seen teams in the NFL not. What's it say about the team that they came out and they played with energy and they played with juice?
Just kudos to the guys in this locker room, Coach Flus, the staff, just bringing that energy every week. Everybody coming in ready to work. Win or loss, win or lose. Every week, every day is a new day. So we come with that mindset, ready to work each week and get better, and that's what we did. So.
How does Eberflus kind of exemplify that for you?
Just the energy he brings daily each week. Guys love playing for him, and he just does a great job of getting that out of us in practice, and allowing us to go out there, have fun, and do our thing. So.
To close out a team like this, I know it got a little close there in the fourth quarter. What did it mean to be able to keep your foot on the gas in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, just finishing. It's one thing we've been focusing on, the detail. We prioritize it in practice each week. So just focusing on finishing the game with the ball in our hands, finish the game on defense. So something that we've been focusing on. So.
Who am I wearing? Santa. No. Had to come out with some festive stuff, so this is what I came up with.
How did this idea for this outfit come together?
2 days ago, I was just like, I want to wear a Santa suit. And I forgot what the website was called, something Elves. And I just ordered it, steamed it last night, and put it on. And it looked like it was tailored and everything, so I'm happy.
DJ, it would seem like almost as soon as they said that, or at least they told us in the press box that you were questionable to return with an ankle injury, you were right back out there. So what were you feeling, and how did you feel like you were able to get back out there?
I was hurt, of course. Then I thought about, dang, it's Christmas Eve. Why not just go out there and play? We got a few days off, so it wasn't too bad. So I'm going to be rehabbing. It's going to be all good come next Sunday.
What happened on that second play?
My leg got caught under him. It bent, so caused re-aggravation.
Was that the same ankle that you had?
Yeah.
DJ, you guys are starting to pile up some wins here at the end of the season, playing some of your best team football. Can you just talk about how you guys are improving as the season goes on?
It's all about chemistry. Chemistry, we had it all season through the ups and downs. Defense is balling out. Offense is clicking now. So for the most part, it's just being on the same page on offense, defense, and special teams. We all clicking together. And as I said, it's a team game, so we all got to be on point together.
You were very quiet all day, but I think it was 3rd and 4, 7-yard catch down there that sets up the the final field goal to put it away. How big was that particular play?
I mean, it's big in the sense of let's end this game before they either come back or we have like a mistake. But that was a big play, and I'm glad that I got it and was able to do what I did.
Did you have to fight off any kind of like feelings of deja vu, just considering what this team has gone through?
Not really, because I knew how close we are, and the defense was just balling out all day, so I wasn't worried about it.
Did you feel like partly going back in there, just your presence was helping? Because obviously you weren't very productive up until the very end.
Yeah, I mean, I'm me, so a lot of teams going to try to focus on it. So, I mean, just being out there, I want to be out there regardless if the defense is care or not. I just want to be out there for the team.
Did the training staff push back at all on you?
No, it was solely on my decision, to go back out there. They let me take time out to see how I was feeling. So I took that time, went back out there when I felt okay, and now we're here.
What do you see that still needs to be smoothed out in the passing game for you guys to be less choppy and more consistent? Really, for me, it's we got to attack defenses, take shots down the field. We got a bunch of fast guys that could make defenses back off, and then we could hit the underneath game. So taking shots and then letting Justin do what he do, and that's part of the game.
DJ, what stood out about the way you guys were able to run?
I was proud. Running backs had a big day, especially Khalil. Then Justin had his day running. They put together some big runs and was making people miss today.
What does it say about this team's ability to bounce back? Just last week?
I mean, we got that dog in us, and we don't give up no matter what. So I'm proud of us, and hope we keep doing that.
Each guy that's trusting each guy's ability, and just for our defense, for my brothers to go out there and put a stop and help us come out with a dub is I'm always happy for it.
Tyrique, you guys have talked all year about how good this defense can be this year and in the future. Now that you've finished this off the way you hadn't in the past, what does it say about where this unit can go?
We're going to the top. I believe in every guy, and I know every guy believes in each other. So definitely heading to the top. We back to work Wednesday, to try to see how we can get better and improve for next week.
There was a series where you, Jalen, and Kyler all had pass breakups.
It was the first drive. That's first three beat. Very great. Just the fact that we nipped it in the bud real quick. Just show him that the ball. We one of the best secondaries in the nation. As far as interception. So put that ball in there. Sometimes gonna come down. Most likely it's gonna come down with us. So just to see us go out there and put our hands on the ball and kind of deter their passing game, and just made it kind of easier for the whole defense.
Where's your confidence at right now? You're a rookie. They picked on you early, and you've been starting to make a lot of plays. Where's your confidence at personally?
My confidence has always been at 1,000. Ups and downs, whatever. I always stay the same. Always make sure I stay the same course. So confidence always at 1,000.
What were you guys doing as a defense that was seemingly making Kyler so uncomfortable out there?
Say it again?
What were you guys doing as a defense that was seemingly making Kyler so uncomfortable out there?
Being us. Being one of the best defenses in the NFL right now. Just making sure that our edge rusher stay at the edge, make sure that he don't bubble. He don't kind of small, so he shouldn't. We really don't want to step up in the pressure. Just make sure he don't bubble, and when he put the ball in there, just make sure we come down with it.
There was a play early on where Montez just perfectly timed batting down Kyler.
I thought he was gonna catch that.
You did?
I thought he athletic enough to go catch it. He came sideline. I say, go catch it.
Can you speak to the difficulty? It's not just a guy that gets after the quarterback to use his athleticism to perfectly time that to almost make a DB play.
Yeah, no, it's definitely hard. Just not thinking on it, it was definitely hard for him to, first off, be a DN, crash down and be able to see the run read, be able to come out and still be able to come up off 2 feet and still tip the ball. That's very athletic for him, man. When he first got here, we knew he was athletic, so definitely see him. I thought he was gonna pick it and go do a front flip in his zone,
Tyrique, that series that Mark was talking about with the 3 straight pass breakups with you, Kyler, and Jalen, is that kind of a glimpse of what you think teams can be in store for facing you guys next year?
Of course. This whole DB secondary is one of the best in the nation, one of the best I've been a part of. And just, with us getting better throughout the rest of the year, just know that next year we're going to come back. We're going to be the number one secondary in the nation.
Just knew we had to finish it out. I feel like there wasn't no doubt in our mind. We knew we had to finish. They made some plays. They called some good plays against our coverage. But we just had to keep going. We knew that hey, look, we're not finna let this happen again, and that was just our mindset, like, yo, let's finish.
How do you as a player keep that doubt from creeping in?
Just the group of guys we have, like everybody talking to each other on the deep side of the ball. You see Maine walking around, me, Briss, everyone just talking to each other. TJ, like, yo, we know what happened. Like, we've been through this situation a few times. Like, yo, let's finish. So we just had it on our mind, man, that we had to finish, and we know it was gonna come down to that.
Eddie, you guys have bounced back a lot this year, but obviously last week kind of hit a little harder.
Yeah, that was
for you guys to bounce back and play like this again. What does it tell you about the mental makeup of this team and then what it can be going forward?
Man, just the character of the guys that we have in the locker room. True resilience. Everybody know like adversity gonna hit, and it's all about how we respond. Like we preach that to ourselves, and I feel like we come in, week out, and we show that like, yo, no matter what, we gonna keep getting up. We get knocked down, we gonna keep standing up, and man, the future is bright. Like it's headed in the right direction, man. Like I said earlier, like it sucks that it didn't happen. Early on in the season, the guys was banged up, and that's some things you can't control. But the future is definitely bright, and I feel like we headed in the right direction.
With that in mind, the two plays Terrell Smith made on 3rd and 4th down, they kind of, for a guy like that who knows he's going to get picked on, getting on the other side. How big was that in your mind, and how impressive was that for him to come through?
Man, that was huge. That was huge, and for him to step up and accept that challenge, man, that's what we needed. And like I said, Terrell, man, he shows no type of like facial expressions, no nothing. Like he's just always mellow. He's just. But for him to come up with those 2 stops was huge, and it's, we trust him.
What is the importance of this game and the next 2 for what you guys want to build going forward?
They're very important, man. We want to finish this thing off strong. Like we talk about finishing it off in the game, but we also want to finish the season off. And we know the one for last week, man. It sucks, because we had it in our hands, So now we got to wait on different things to fall our way. But we're gonna finish these 3 out strong. 2 more now. So that's just what it's all about. Like finish this thing off strong and heading this thing in the right direction.
Eddie, there was talk this week, not from any of you guys, but can the Bears still bring the juice the same way, knowing they're probably out of the playoffs? Is that something players kind of would laugh at?
Yeah, most definitely, man.
You got so much on the line every time you play.
Yeah, man. You don't really pay attention to that stuff. You try to block all that out because if you really pay attention to that, you get sucked in it. So right now we leaning on each other. Like I said, like we know what type of team we have, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Like we rally around each other, and we want to just continue to show everyone what type of defense we are and what type of defense we want to be.
When you have Terrell make those plays, Tyrique's obviously ascending, Jalen, Kyler. Do you get a better sense each week of how good you guys can be going forward?
Yeah, most definitely. Like you keep improving week in, week out, and that's the thing. Like seeing the improvement, seeing the stuff that we work on in practice, whether it's drills or situations, and just coming out and letting that roll over to the game, and having young guys like that step up in big moments, man, it just shows you how special this defense is going to be.
Spring a block from on that play, I actually remember now. It was a certain play. I had to go out the defender and just widen the defender. Knew Justin would cut up, and then, he just does his thing. So I commend him for always making the O-line right and doing a good job there, getting that touchdown.
You guys hadn't been running the ball like you'd like the last couple of games. How good did it feel to get back to that and be opening up those big holes for those guys?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's what we want to do, get back on track and just communicate. And I think the biggest thing there is just to communicate and be as a 5. And so that was the biggest thing there. It feels good to get 250 yards on the run game there. We just got to continue doing that and look at the tape and get better from it.
As you guys were looking at things this week, what did you see as an opportunity to run it against them, and how did you feel like you guys executed that opportunity?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I came in at the beginning of the week. They gave us the game plan. I got a little bit early and looked at it, and I just thought the game plan was great. Put our playmakers, even on the offensive line playmakers, in the best positions. I felt like I was put in the best position to get a good run game going. And so the playbook and the position we were put in was just amazing. So that was the biggest thing. And then all we had to do is execute and do our job, play in and play out, and that's what happened today.
What's that? There's such a pride that the OLine takes in racking up numbers on the ground. So just how satisfying is what you guys did today, running the ball?
I mean, that's what you want to do. No O-line wants to sit back and drop back, 30 to 40 times a game. So it's just nice to be able to run the ball and kind of have your way on the runs. So I mean, that's what O-line likes to do. run the ball all the time. So.
What was it like watching Justin kind of explode in the run game today?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a surprise. Justin does Justin. He's going to extend plays for us, make it so the O-line is not in bad positions. And if we do get in bad positions, he puts them in better situations. It's just crazy to watch, and I mean, I'm never surprised. I just watch it and try and do my job, try and get out of the way sometimes, and just let him run because that's what he does. He's a athlete and a playmaker. So.